because I'm with you through thick and thin. Whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do. Just know that I love you. Oh, whoa. Oh, I love you.
Well, hello there. Smokin' Joe Show's back and at my apartment again. After many weeks of being out either on the road or at the Nomad, we are back here at the old Joe place. First and foremost, I must ask you to please share this here video right now on Facebook. The more people that are here chatting, saying hi, I love interacting as best I can. But if you're watching this in the future on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just hit over 100 subscribers on YouTube, and that's 100 more than I had before. So yeah, that just has all the episodes all cataloged from 1 to 21 is what number we are on. This is season 1, episode 21 of the Smokin' Joe Show. And before I, it was starting to be all simple, but now we have multiple camera angles. We've been going on location. The Smokin' Joe Show is really moving on up. But without further ado, let's do the weekend get down. What's getting down around town this weekend? Get down. Well, first and foremost, I must talk about one of the most exciting residencies in town right now, and that is Max Graham and the Fam. And this month of October, there's a special treat. Next Wednesday, we have Dead Larry and Smokin' Joe will be playing next Wednesday at the Caboose with Graham and Fam. Yeah, so that, we don't always get out during the week, and Dead Larry hasn't played in town for a little while, but we thought it'd be really fun to play with Max in his residency, so you get a whole night full of me. But tonight is Folk and Friends, and I think doors are open right now. Folk and Friends and the Dylan Sulphur Band. They're happening tonight. Max is taking a little break, or he's on tour or something, but I know the Fam is not playing tonight, but Kevin Folk, who's in the Fam, will be playing, so get your butt on down to the Caboose. It is $5 and 18 plus. My boys, my Space Monkey Mafia boys, if you watched last week, you saw me with them out in Sioux Falls, or Harrisburg, South Dakota, technically. And they are all the way in Bozeman, Montana now. They've been traveling all week, and they're all the way in Bozeman, Montana, probably starting to set up and sound check at the Zebra Lounge with another ska band called Left on 10th. It is $5, 21 plus. So if you were watching from Montana, or if you know anybody that lives in Bozeman, Montana, shoot them a little text. Tell them the Space Monkey Mafia is out there for the very first time, and that's very exciting. Also going on in town, my main man Bob Pat. Hold on, let me see. My main man Bob Pat is playing at Gluck's downtown. There's a free show. That's probably where I'll be tonight for a little bit. Maybe I'll show hop. Maybe I'll just get stuck at my apartment. It's hard to say. But tonight, Bob Pat Band, downtown at Gluck's. Make sure you get down there for a free show. But tomorrow, this is why I might say, I got to rest up for Oktoberfest. Look at that lineup, everybody. Just look at it. It's beautiful. You got Reed Grimm kicking things off, Dimitri Rollis and friends. Then you got Smokin' Joe and friends. Might have some Reed Grimm in there too. I talked to him. He might make an appearance. Then you got Slippery People, which is the Talking Heads tribute featuring Joe Dunn and Scott, the best sound guy from the Caboose. Going on down, you got the Swag featuring members of Big Woo. So this is some old school Dead shit. Old school Grateful Dead. Moving on. I'm trying to see who starts the day. Oh, Mark Joseph starts his own day with DJ Elsewhere all day Saturday. Mark Joseph. And then Dead Larry's in the afternoon, and you'll find out why Dead Larry's in the afternoon. We just couldn't play at night, so don't blame the festival because we're not playing at night. It's our fault. What else we got? Bigfoot County, Illusion Valley with Maya Elena. Nice. And then Heatbox Spooky Radio Hour. That's bound to be entertaining. I don't know. He's probably just going to tell scary stories and make weird sound effects for an hour. And then the Useful Graham Fam featuring Pat Forsyth, Max Graham, Olivia Quintanilla, Nick Spielman, and John Hansen. So that band is pretty incredible. So get on down to Oktoberfest. Gates are at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and I believe tickets are $90 at the gate, but you can probably still get tickets at Electric Fetus in Minneapolis or online until midnight tonight for cheaper. But if you want to stay in town, fall on your grass, because it's gonna. That's the name of this show. Fall on Your Grass with Common Ground Company, String Dingers, Moongrass and the Sawed Off String Band, all at the Hook and Ladder this Friday in town. Oh, but where's Space Monkey Mafia on Friday, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. They're still in Montana. They're going up to the Craggy Range for the very first time up in Whitefish, which is about 30 miles from the Canadian border and about 10 minutes from Glacier National Park. So they are up and out there, man. So if you know anybody in Montana, let them know that there's some ska headed their way. Let's see. Ooh, I haven't even looked at my notes, you guys. I'm doing this all from pictures. Woo! But now I know I have to read this. I know I have to read this. They're Turn Back Now is a band that Dead Larry played with at the very beginning of our Minneapolis stint. And they are turning 10. And they're having a show at Moon Palace Books. We're celebrating their 10th anniversary. And they just finished their 5th comic / first book of the Free America series at Moon Palace Books. And they have a Turn Back Now Denim Thieves split cassette. So all you hardcore indie kids that love these cassettes, they have a split cassette with Turn Back Now and Denim Thieves. There are lots of artists, art by Carrie Ann, Maxwell J, Rachel G. You got music by R. Gurtin, I'm not sure who that is, but Pro Renata, Denim Thieves, and Turn Back Now playing a double set, and Ol Souls will all be at Moon Palace Books, and that is this Friday night in Minneapolis.
Rager.
It's a rager.
Pro Renata's really been doing a lot of stuff lately.
Pro Renata has been doing a lot of stuff lately. That's David Hutner and Devin. That's their band. They've been in many bands together over the years. Turn Back Now. No, Evil Creatures is the one I'm trying to think of.
Yes.
Evil Creatures, that we did a lot of work. They even had a stage at Harmony Park, Project Earth 2010, I want to say. The tornado year. You know what I'm talking about. One more check-in with Space Monkey Mafia on tour Saturday. I just like to tell everybody. Saturday, they're playing at Lewis Clark Brewing Company on their way out. And then they're going to be in Seattle the next day. They're going all the way west. So catch Space Monkey Mafia, all you Montanans. And here's the reason why Dead Larry has to play early on the day, during the day on Saturday at Oktoberfest, is because we're playing at Big Football down in Briar Patch. And Briar Patch is an old school festival venue. They're having the one-day event on October 6th, and Dead Larry's been booked for it for months. We're so excited to get down to Briar Patch. It's just south of Des Moines and Bevington. We got Jeb Zeppelin. We got let's see, hold on. We got Gosh, that's what it is. Haunted Hollows and Waiting Gibbous. It's only $20 if you get your tickets now. That includes camping. The gates are at 3 on Saturday. It's going to be the last big bash out at Briar Patch. And Dead Larry hasn't been there for years. I'm super excited to play out there. And then another artsy thing going on in the city, Gods and Monsters, this Saturday. And I'm going to read their little spiel because it was fun. As the season turns from the glow of summer to the chill of fall, join us as we celebrate works of dark creativity and art which reflects the nightmares that haunt us from the shadows of our hopes and dreams. Horrors from the silver screen, monsters from ancient mythology, dark gods, and terrors of every shape and kind steal your soul. Take a peek past the veil and see what frightening visions stalk you from beyond. That's intense. So they'll be at Jackson Flats Gallery for a horror art show and dark ball complete with ethereal melodies and alchemical brews. Witches, warlocks, midnight fairies, vampires, and all the creatures of the night are welcome. So, babe, you can go.
It's on my radar.
Nice. They have 100 artists, mystic potions, brews from Fulton, food from Butcher Salt Food Truck, tarot card reading, booths of misfortune, and DJs, of course. Because how could you have that without DJs? And DJs. And it's only $2. There's a suggested donation. So that's $2 for all that art and spookiness.
Yeah.
So yeah. Angela's right here. She won't.
Let's do it again.
Hold on, wait. If you want it to be on camera. There you go. I swear. And now, all silliness aside, I did want to talk a little bit. I'm not going to read the whole spiel again, but I did want to talk a little bit about the Franklin Hiawatha encampment. Despite their best efforts, the city has not been able to relocate all these people, all the tents, all the people. They're still out there. It's getting colder. They're still in desperate need of donations. Whether it's blankets, whether it's coats, whether it's food, non-perishable food, or if you have even have some extra money you can give. There are services out there like the Natives Against the Opioid Addiction. give money to the right causes to make sure the right people are getting the protection and services they need while they're figuring out. I mean, this is a huge problem in Minneapolis, and it must be taken care of. We must, come together. What? Lights, headlamps, because as it gets colder, it's going to snow sooner or later, and we can't have, all these people out in the cold. We need some sort of housing, and, it's most importantly to be aware of it and to do what you can to help out. I know I'll be down there. Jess Seahorses, who's been on the show and our partner in Galactic Get Down, she's been working hard to bring donations to them and organize events to help, because it's right there. It's happening right now, and there's a million things we could do to help out. And for more information, just visit franklinhiawatha.camp.org. That's franklinhiawatha.camp.org. So with that, I'm going to explain our first music video of 2 music videos tonight. And we're going to keep a hip hop theme because we got Big Zach, and I wanted to feature some really cool Minneapolis hip hop. And one of my favorite hip hop artists in Minneapolis is Chance York, and he's working with Big Cats, and he just came out with an album called Deep Dark Hope. Now this video is bits of every song on the album with a video to it. So it's not just a video for one song. This is a video for multiple songs. So it's the entire album. So you're getting a little preview of each song on the album with different separate video shots. It's really incredible. So check this out. This is Chance York with Big Cats, the Deep Dark Hope.
You're amazing. Give thanks for yourself. Hey, hey. Give thanks for yourself. You're amazing. Give thanks. Be happy for yourself. Gratitude, gratitude. Be happy for yourself. You're amazing. Reach out to me. Reach out and reach out and reach out. Reach out to me. My little shoulder. Caution for all the time. Take me for step. Yeah. When I was 16, they caught me with the quarter of the veggie. That was nothing. I was running up the scale like a Arpeggio. Didn't care. I was trying to pin the tail on a centerfold. The world was waiting for me in the bra and the pantyhose. Skinny black kid, starter jacket, Volvo back then. Oh, what happened? Break your back shit. Opposite of some chiropractic. When my click gon' call me captain. I'll admit I'm a crunchy ass kid. Here's a perfect remedy to hating. What? Why don't you quit complaining? Say that energy for booty shaking. Bitches, aren't you supposed to be all conscious? Conscious of the booty contents when they bounce. You stupid. I'm finna go. I'm finna go. I'm finna go. Go. When you get up, can I get a little more of that sugar? Can you tell me what's more? Hot to death, pass the Dutch, enjoy your breath. I'm taking off this year, international from Minneapolis, yeah. You ain't got to tell me it's love, you can't keep a player out in the cold. Let me tell you how I am my own dope. I make my own work. I am my own dope. I make my own work.
Well, hello. Oh, I said it again. Hi. So that was Chance York times Big Cats, and and that's a little bit of each song from his album and put to video, which I thought was a really cool concept. So every song, you'll feel like maybe you heard before. Now we're gonna do it's sort of a game, and it's sort of just us reading, but it's more exciting than that. But I called it a rap battle for the ratings, of course. Huh?
Put your head under the hat.
Oh, hold on. All right, I'm ready. It's time for the Dr. Seuss rap battle. Look at me with my little hat. I'm the cat in the hat. So essentially, we're not really gonna battle, but Zach and I are going to read Dr. Seuss's Fox and Socks to a beat for you as a game. So I need my beat, which I created about half an hour ago in GarageBand. So that's neat. All you kids out there, GarageBand is fun. You can make beats pretty easily. Let's just make sure my beat works here and it's not too loud. Nice. All right, beat works. Everybody, this is Zach. Yeah, we had a studio audience. They would go woo right now. I know Jen.
We just did it.
No, but it wouldn't be like 4 people going hey. It'd be like the.
Man, the audience wouldn't even know it was 4 people unless you told them. They would have thought it was.
I think.
The audience.
Yeah, never mind. There's so many people here. It is great. So here, let me turn up the brightness. It always reflects off my glass, but that's okay. So here's the. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know how we want to split it up, but it doesn't matter. So I will just scroll. You see, Angela is here in this camera. Say hi.
Hi.
To the camera.
Hi.
And she has the book for everyone to see the pictures and read along. If you're watching on your phone, it might be a little small, but if you're watching on YouTube, maybe on your TV or something in the future here, it might. So yeah.
Can Angela read those instructions that she was reading?
Oh yeah, Angela. Here.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, you got to come over here though and read it, because that's where the mic is.
Oh.
Here she is.
Hi. Here it is. I don't know if you can see it. I'll read it. This is a book you read aloud to find out just how smart your tongue is. The first time you read it, don't go fast. This fox is a tricky fox. He'll try and get your tongue in trouble.
Nice. I like the flair at the end. So we're gonna read Fox and Socks to a beat here, and then I'll start, and then Angela, you gotta follow along and flip the page at the right time.
Do my best.
She's gonna do her best. So let me get the beat here, and it changes. The beat doesn't change,
It
but
switches up.
the instruments switch it up. So
Like it's like a DJ switching
yeah,
tracks.
sort of. And then it's what I came up with earlier, so it's not too immaculate. But here we go. All right.
And we're attempting to be on beat, flow back and forth.
Yep.
And we should let the studio audience plus the people at home know that we didn't practice.
We did not practice this at all. I've been practicing for this every day of my life. But Zach
has never read.
has never read any Dr. Seuss book.
I mean, maybe going back to like kindergarten or something.
Yeah, but he's unfamiliar with the Fox and the Socks.
Uh-huh.
So I'll start, and then I don't know how we want to switch off. Should we just point
Back and forth after every like.
after the spaces?
section, the spaces. Can we ad lib?
Yeah,
All right.
definitely can.
I'll do my
Ad-libbing
best.
is encouraged.
Yeah, makes it special. All right, so here we go. Getting the beat. Here we go. Fox, socks, box, knocks.
Knocks in the box, box in the socks.
Knocks on Fox and socks in box.
Socks on knocks and knocks in box.
Fox and socks on box and knocks.
Stretch eyes open and I stare at my clock because all I need is a clean pair of socks.
Hold on, can we get the beat louder?
Yeah, I don't want to drown out your voice.
Oh, should we just like just say screw it and get the microphone closer to us? Yeah. All right, everybody. Might not have heard that. How's this? Is that better? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Where are we on the chicks?
Yeah.
The hot chicks. You see, well, chicks with bricks come, and chicks with blocks come, and chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come.
And chicks with cocks and Look, sir, look, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's do a trick with bricks and blocks, and we can rock and roll and control.
Let's do tricks with the chicks and clocks, sir. See, I feel like Zach is winning this, even though it's not a competition.
I won't keep the score.
You're good. So, you go.
Wait on me.
Yep, you go.
Alright. First I'll make a quick trick, brick stack, bring it back, flip that.
Then I'll make a quick trick block stack. How about that?
How about that?
How about it?
Making blocks with the words is absurd.
You can make a quick trick chick stack. You can make a trick clock stack. And here's a new trick, Mr. Knox. Socks on chicks and chicks on fox. Fox on clocks on bricks and blocks. Bricks and blocks on knocks on blocks.
You can find clues, they're all on box moves. On bricks and blocks, bricks on the knocks and blocks. Wait up, what's Knox mean in the story?
Knox is the yellow guy. He's a guy. He's a person.
In
Mr. Knox.
the Dr. Seuss universe?
Yeah, Mr. Knox is the guy that Fox is trying to get to have a good time.
Oh, they're just trying to have a good time?
Well, Fox is annoying the shit out of Knox by trying to get him to rhyme things.
So Knox is kind of square. You don't
Yeah,
like
Knox
that
is
good time?
definitely a square. Nice, we still have plenty of song left. That's good. All right, continuing on. Oh, now we've come to ticks and talks, sir. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, sir. Clocks on fox tick, clocks on Knox talk. Six sick bricks tick and six sick chicks talk. There you go.
That's kind of impressive. Socks. Socks, shoes, pants, and underwear. I feel like Mr. Knox is a square.
He gets all of his ticks and clocks, sir, mixed up with the chicks and talks, sir.
Are we talking chicks as in the slang term for women? Or like
I think they're literal chicks. Like
birds?
baby birds. But I mean, it was Dr. Seuss, you know? He could have meant anything.
It could have been a metaphor.
Could have been. He gets the ticks and clocks mixed up with the chicks and talks. That's
Can-
deep.
Can we ask the women room, is chicks a derogatory term? Or is it just lightly slang term for women?
Are you offended by chicks if we were to say hot chicks? Cool. That's good. I like chicks.
Don't make out with chicks that got ticks in their socks and their underwear. I'm still thinking that Mr. Knox is a square bear.
Here's a square bear. Oh man, we're still on socks. Where are you, babe? Oh, please, sir, I don't like this trick, sir. My tongue isn't quick or slick, sir. I get all those ticks and clocks, sir, mixed up with the chicks and talks, sir. I can't do it, Mr. Fox, sir.
That was impressive. I'm sorry, Mr. Knox. Sir, here, and it's easy, game to play. Here's an easy thing to say.
New socks, two socks, who socks? Sue socks.
So now Sue's a new girl.
Sue's new.
She's got ticks,
She's got socks.
but she's not a chick.
She can sew.
We're talking about literal chicks.
I think no, Sue's a lady.
In the Dr. Seuss universe. 'Cause I'm feeling the Dr. Seuss universe must be big like the MCU Marvel universe.
Right, yeah. So
Is Sue a main character?
Sue is not. I think Sue is pretty particular. I mean, you might have the audience, the internet audience might know if Sue is in any more books, but I think Sue. Yeah, I think Sue is just just
Okay.
in this book.
Who sews? Who sacks? Who sue? I
Sue.
wish I knew.
Who sews? Whose new socks, sir? You see Sue sew Sue's new socks, sir.
I don't know who Sue is. I don't have a clue.
Yeah. Who knew she Sue? So.
Sue's not easy.
Nope.
Fox said.
Who comes? Crow comes, and here's my name in a book. Slow Joe Crow comes.
Oh, so you're in the Marvel universe here?
Yeah, I am in the Dr. Seuss Marvel universe as a crow. Slow Joe Crow, who sews whose clothes? Sue's clothes. Sue sews socks of Fox and Socks now, and Slow Joe Crow sews Knox and Box now. So Slow Joe Crow is sewing him into a box in these pictures. Here, back up.
I mean, that's how they have fun.
I mean, no, I don't think Knox is having fun at all.
Is Sue involved?
Sue is, yeah.
Slow Joe Crow sews.
Knox and Box.
Knocks in the box now.
Yeah. And
Should we go line for line?
yeah, Sue sews Rose.
On Slow Joe's clothes, crows.
Fox sews Hose.
On Slow Joe's crow's nose.
Exactly. Hose goes.
Sorry to interrupt.
What's up?
The slang word hose, are we dealing with like...
No, hose like a fire hose.
Alright.
So the chicks and hose in this particular story are very literal.
That's good.
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss was really riding the line.
So the hose goes, and the rose, that's supposed to say grows. The nose hose goes some, crow's rose grows some.
Mr. Fox! Exclamation point. I hate this game, sir. This game makes my tongue lame. Quit, sir.
Mr. Knox, sir, what a shame, sir.
We'll find something new to do now. Here is a lot like a blue cow jumping over the moon in a cocoon.
So soon, balloon,
Jumping over the moon like a balloon.
new goo, blue goo, gooey gooey. Blue goo, new goo, gluey gluey. It's gooey goo for chewy chewing. So this is literal goo from the ground that they're chewing on. That's what the goo goose is doing.
So in their universe, there's glue that comes
There's
off the
goo,
ground,
yep. There's like a lake of goo.
and they don't make it into plastic or broken
Nope,
cards.
they just chew it.
They just chew it.
At least the goo goose does.
All right.
So do you choose to chew goo too, sir? If sir, you sir choose to chew, sir, with the goo goose, chew, sir, do, sir.
Mr. Fox, sir, I won't do it. I won't say it. I won't chew it. Very well, sir. Step away. Okay, fine, whatever.
We'll find another game to play. Oh, here comes Bim and Ben. Now, Bim and Ben, I assume, are brothers in this scenario. And they both have, well, you'll see. Bim comes, and then Ben comes. And Bim brings Ben's broom, and Ben brings Bim's broom.
Are they like the professional wrestling brothers?
They
come in,
they have brooms, so maybe it's like cricket.
they're janitors.
Yeah.
Ben, broom, Ben, broom, bedroom break.
Breaks into his bedroom. Oh, now they have bands. So Ben's band and Bim's band. Big bands, pig bands. Bim and Ben lead bands with brooms. Ben's band bangs and Bim's band booms.
Oh, this is Battle of the Bands, huh?
It's about the bands with pigs for some reason.
And the crowd is full of chicks and hoes.
This crowd is full of chicks and hoes. Here, we're going to start the beat over. Okay. We're going to finish this book.
Man, I feel like you power through it, bro. Like you flip it,
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I know all the words to this book.
but you don't even need to read it off the thing.
Well, I mean, I definitely do. Or else I'll mix it up.
All right.
But we got pig band, boom band. Hold on, let me listen to the beat here. Pig band, boom band, big band, broom band. My poor mouth can't say that. No, sir. My poor mouth is much too slow, sir. Well, then bring your mouth this way. I'll find it something new to say. Ooh, here we go. I'm gonna wait for it to pick back up.
The beat.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Luke Luck likes lakes. Luke Duck likes lakes. Luke Luck licks lakes. Luke Duck licks lakes. Luke Luck licks lakes. Luke. Wait, too fast. Oh God. Wait. Here we go. Duck takes licks in lakes Luke Luck likes. Luke Luck takes licks in lakes Duck likes. I can't blah such blibber blubber. My tongue isn't made of rubber. Mr. Knox, now come now, come now. You don't have to be so dumb now. Now, see, now he's insulting him. So now Mr. Fox is insulting Mr. Knox. And this is the hardest part. My mom will verify. This is the hardest one.
Like when your mom was reading this to you?
Yeah, this was the challenger.
Alright, here we go, ready?
Yep. Through 3 cheese trees, 3 free fleas flew. While these fleas flew, freezy breeze blew. Freezy breeze made these 3 trees freeze. Freezy trees made these trees cheese freeze. That's what made these 3 free fleas sneeze. Stop it! Stop it, that's enough, sir. I can't say such silly stuff, sir. Very well then, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's have a little talk about Tweedle Beetles. This is my wife's favorite part. Oh yeah, and Travis from Useful Jenkins knows a bit about Tweedle Beetles.
Are you going to do self-explanatory?
That's a tweet. If you look on the screen, that's a Tweedle Beetle.
Are they the villains?
They're just another part of the story, man. They battle. See, when Tweedle Beetles fight, it's called a Tweedle Beetle battle, and when they battle in a puddle, it's a Tweedle Beetle puddle battle. And when Tweedle Beetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a Tweedle Beetle puddle paddle battle.
It's not a cuddle puddle.
No, this is a puddle paddle battle.
Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt.
They could cuddle puddle, but they're too busy battling with their paddles. You see. And when Tweedle Beetles battle beetles in a puddle paddle battle, and the beetle battle puddle is a puddle in a bottle, they call this a Tweedle Beetle bottle puddle paddle puddle muddle. They throw muddle in there.
Muddle of word it is kind of, huh?
Yeah. They're all together, all muddled up. When these beetles fight these battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the bottle's on a poodle, and the poodle is eating noodles, they call this a muddle puddle, tweedle poodle, beetle noodle, poddle paddle battle. And now wait a minute, Mr. Socks Fox, you say it.
When the fox is
in the bottle
where the beetle, tweedle battle with their paddles in a puddle on a noodle eating poodle. That is what they call a tweedle, beetle, noodle, poodle, bottles, paddle, muddle, duddle, is that a word?
Muddled, duddled, fuddled, wuddled.
And socks.
Fox and socks, sir. And then Mr. Knox basically throws the fox that's been bothering him into this bottle with the poodles and the noodles, and says, "Fox and socks, our game is done, sir. Thank you for a lot of fun, sir." And on the back, on the very, go to the last page, it says, "Now is your tongue numb," something like that.
Wait, is that a little devil character at the end?
That's the fox.
Oh, the fox.
Yeah, he's red. Well, everyone. Oh man, Mary's watching. Nice. All right, everyone. That was us reading Fox and Socks, an intro for Big Zach. I think.
You were kind of impressing me how you were riding your feet like that. You know?
Yeah, I know. It's a good book. The rhymes are tough. It's like, you know, and they're all different. Like the beginnings rhyme or the ends rhyme, or like it's all interesting. So yeah, that was our very first Dr. Seuss rap battle on the Smokin' Joe show. It probably won't be the last now that I've had the idea.
No, that was great.
And the fox won.
And the Knox won.
Oh, nice.
Knox won because he eventually put the fox in the bottle with the Beatles while they were puddle battling. Tweedle Beetles are some shit, dude. Oh yeah, and everyone, real quick, this is Spoot. He is sleeping. He is our guest cat on the show. So yeah, I guess the beat's over. So we're gonna go to our next video of the show, and this is a video featuring Big Zach himself with Chance York from the first video. So if you've been watching the whole time, this is sort of moving on the evolution. This is Big Zach with Chance, and then Olivia and Karen were on this song.
And so Olivia will be your guest next week.
And Olivia will be my guest next week. Everyone. So that's exciting.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Cherry Sky Studios. We invite you to re-comprehend color.
Around the wheel of time, their wisdom is mystic. Sexism, the suckiest thing in existence, only equal to the evil acts of a racist. Sexism is a bit more ancient. Oppose the popular opinion. The word bitches does not mean women. Bitch, biatch, bish. Any way pronounced the dictionary definition is a female dog. You can email God and ask her. She would know more than your favorite rapper. The words we choose to use move energy. I like the word women, described with the adjective heavenly. I've met men whose souls have the power to produce a picture of a sound flute, on in a loop with a beat behind it until we can hear the color violet. The female humans are evolving, moving through it, surrounded by all screens. I hesitate to hit like on a selfie. You are worth more than what appears in your appearance. In a modern earth of mirrors, I search for girls with colorful spirits, where I can dip my paintbrush and paint these lyrics. I'll make a metaphor of the moon. I feel the phases as she moves through. The reflection of light is all immense. I understand she is always full, though I'm not scared of her darkness.
I observe the way she fluctuates every 28 rotations. I can say I know secondhand. I don't understand the grief she feel depending on her location or the frequency of simple man trying to hold her hand. Mother Gaia holds tenderly, lovingly, love deeper than centuries of bloody monthlies. Can't wash my hands of history or the machismo, but I'm evolving every day, dissolving my ego. Maybe the salt in your bathwater to insulate you from a day of creeps and cat callers. Can remind you your mind is a temple, body's a ritual. Patriarch conditioned you and I from the unconditional. Less about how you look and more about the shit you do. I recognize your talents and beg of you, teach my daughters balance and all your badness.
We invite you to re-comprehend.
Hello. Hey. We're back. Hope everybody enjoyed that video. Just saw that was mixed and mastered by Corey Hess, and that's awesome. Spoot is starting to wake up a little bit.
He did your album.
He also did my album. Here, I'll go. Woo. Wait. There I am. Look at. Okay, anyway. So that's out, but he did that. He's done a lot of stuff, but we're going to talk about Zach now.
I would, if we could talk about Corey first.
We can talk about Corey. We can talk about whatever you want.
I think he's creating a real warm sound. Like whether it's hip hop or whether it's the
right.
You doing like when the CDs come in. I know he's real hypercritical on himself, but when I hear his stuff, I feel like it's crisp, it's warm, it's how do you feel?
I feel like, I mean, I went in, I guess, like, I mean, I know what he's done for me, and then I know he's worked with a few other people, but I went in just needing someone to, like, record, set up my Express Record, do the editing, but, like, he became, like, an integral part of that album.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he became, like, a member of the band, so I even gave him a producer credit on the CD, which was not the plan, but, like, he helped put things in the right places, and he had a lot of really great ideas. So, I mean, working with Corey Hess is just amazing.
Yeah, I was working with him yesterday, and I had a long piece, and he picked out a couple words that he felt like the definitions of the words that I used were affecting the rest of the verse. It'd be complicated to explain, but it was just great, and I feel like in a real good rhythm with Corey, and just any groups out there in the Minnesota hip-hop scene or the festival scene that are looking for a sound. You can hear Joe's album, you can hear the music I've been releasing lately, and Corey can get that sound for you.
Yeah, Cedar Tone Sound. I will put a link on the Facebook. Oh, and I was also going to throw a link up for Chance's album. Yeah,
the deep dark hope.
Yeah, and
I listened to it.
If you look in the that wasn't it.
I listened to it on Spotify just a few days ago when it came out. It's beautiful. He's got a lot of great work out there.
Yeah, it seems like it's really diverse. Yeah. There we go. So that's the link to all of his stuff on all the platforms, Spotify, iTunes, whatever you prefer. There's the link there. So sweet. So yeah, enough about Corey Hess. Let's go through these pictures. This will start. Where are we starting? All right. So that's you. How old are you there?
Do
you think?
I think 5th or 6th grade.
Wow, really?
Maybe
you're probably really tall.
I just tried to find one embarrassing picture.
Not till junior high.
No, when I went into junior high, I was 4'11".
I don't remember my height measurement in junior high, but I just remember
because I was short.
I remember the growth spurt. I remember like I had some class, 4th period, and I'd come out and there was 8th graders coming out the class next to me, and I remember at the beginning of the semester, this kid, he was big, like he was an 8th grader, so he's bigger than me, and by the end of the semester, I was taller than him, and I remember that drastically. I got stretch marks on my back from my growth spurt.
Yeah.
And a teacher in like high school saw me with my shirt off and tried to pull me aside, asked me if I was being beat at home. Oh. And I was like, nah, I took like 4 inches in 3 months.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's crazy. I remember like my parents growing out of shoes really fast at that age in junior high. It was like a new pair of shoes or not a new pair of shoes, but different shoes every.
And needing your parents to buy new shoes when they had it in.
Yeah, they're like, well, you're gonna grow out of these shoes. We're gonna get not the expensive shoes because you're gonna be in them for like 2 months. You're gonna grow out. So where'd you go to high school? Did you go in Minneapolis?
Yep. Planet South High, just down Lake Street.
Nice. So right here, right?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. It was a cool place to go to high school. The high school experience.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean I didn't really have a great time in high school. It wasn't awful, I guess. It was just. There was more to the world than high school, so I just wanted to get out of there.
Well, when you're in high school and it is the world, it's right? Interesting. It's like an experiment.
Yeah, it's like a contained experiment. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So let's move on here. Basketball. You play basketball. I know that.
Yep. As much as possible. Keeps the body in shape.
Yep. I'm just starting to do that again. Just starting to.
The video, I believe you showed it a couple weeks ago with me and Olivia, the Sounds of Sunlight. We have some hoop scenes, and it's just some of me and my buddies that I play with. And I think, the normal basketball scenes in a rap video are cats doing real athletic dunks and moves.
and we kind of kept it, lower to the ground. but like I was trying to show some honest that everybody in that video is rounding 40. The cat who makes the basket at the beginning is a grandfather.
Oh man.
And I'm just trying to show that the body doesn't deteriorate at the speed I think they teach us it does. I truly believe that they instill on us this like life timeline, and that you can kind of bend the matrix around it.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, absolutely. There's some people, I mean, especially, you grow up a little bit, you get out of your 20s and your 30s, even 40s, and you're like, well, I need to take care of my body. And then, there are 40-year-olds that can, that run marathon, 40-something, 50-somethings, even up that run marathons. You know what I mean? Like,
I used to hear that, like, cats who did the, what's it called with the long distance bike, like the Tour de France?
Oh, yeah, that's one.
I heard things like, most people who win those are in their late 30s, early 40s.
Really?
But then I'm like, is that all funneled down to that one dude who was cheating the whole time? Anybody know his name?
Lance Armstrong?
Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, he was just doping or whatever. Is that what it was? Yeah?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I know he has
You don't
one
follow
ball.
cycling?
He was doping, wasn't he?
Yeah, and they
He
like
let
tried to
down
take
a bunch
his.
of people.
Or is he just smoking weed?
And he's got one.
That's the swimmer. That's the swimmer that was smoking weed.
Yeah, no, he was doping after.
Yeah, so Lance Armstrong.
He believed that he did all this after being cancer free.
And after being at his age.
Mm-hmm.
Now the swimmer.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps.
He's different. You know who I feel is a rat snake person? Whoever was the person who took the picture of Michael Phelps hitting the bong and then sold it to like CNN.
Yeah.
That is a rat snake person. Like that's super
And
snaky.
not like Chinese zodiac either.
Yeah.
No.
So
Oh,
I think I'm a snake.
Yeah. Oh, nothing against rats and snakes, the actual animals with their souls and everything.
this is a real cat, by the way.
Spoot
It's
dog.
Spoot. I'm gonna get him down here, but he's my cat from childhood, not childhood, teenagehood.
Oh, he's been rolling with you that long?
Well, yeah, I got him when I was like 17. So he's like 3. Just turned 21. So yeah, there's you doing music stuff. What? I know that's Harmony Park. Where are you crowd surfing in that?
That was the Fine Line, and it would have been January 2011 with the More Than Lights
Word.
EP release party. It was a good time, good night.
Yeah, and Cancer, your band before More Than Lights, is doing stuff again.
A little bit. We took 3 shows this year. We played the Dilla Days, which is a celebration in the Twin Cities that kind of remembers the hip hop artists who have passed away. It's thrown by DJ Francisco and his friends, and we opened for Pete Rock at the Ice House. We played the pre-party at Revival.
Yeah.
I'm age 40, and we played the pre-party, which meant I was going for the full marathon, staying there until Monday morning.
Yeah.
And I made it.
Nice.
Touchdown.
Nailed it.
Unicus, 42. He jumped out on Saturday afternoon. I'm just saying I beat him. And then we played one more show. We opened for John Wayne, the Caboose.
Oh right, yeah. That was that. I mean, that must have been cool.
It was fun. It was fun. We had the girl that's singing with us now, Jenny Dahlia. She got sick right before the show, and last minute Natalie Fine from More Than Lights came through and saved us without practicing or doing those songs.
Nice.
In about 4 or 5 years, maybe 6, but she nailed them. It worked.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so do we have any more pictures? Oh, the books. We're gonna talk about the books.
Oh yeah.
Well, the other pictures before the show ones also featured traveling and.
No, we're just running out of time.
Okay.
Okay. But these books, you wrote books, 3 books. Or not.
Yep. You want me to explain what they are?
Yeah.
The top one, Headspin Headshots in History. That was a book about growing up in the Twin Cities hip hop scene. I wrote that with about a 6th grade reading level, and I wrote most of it in crayon. It's on its own rhythm, but it was so well received that inspired me to challenge myself to actually learn English and write. So then I started a series. I call it Hip Hop Superhero Psychedelic Science Fiction, and that's book 1 and 2 that you can find on my website. And
I have one right here.
yep, I believe Angela read at least some of it, and she told me, gave me
Yep.
some feedback at a house party, I think, early
Nice.
on when I
Yeah.
met you guys.
And I don't know if we have the other one. Is there another one that is not in that picture?
There is a book. It was called Living in Lyrics, but I took most of Living in Lyrics and I put it in the new edition of Headspin, Headshots in History that should be out soon, hopefully before Christmas.
Nice. So someone that loves Big Zach, buy him a book
For holidays and for
for the
birthdays.
holidays.
Or for Thursdays.
Or for Thursday, or a special Monday anniversary.
Can you remember, did More Than Lights or Cancer ever play with Dead Larry, or did I meet you later on when I was rolling with Useful?
I don't know if More Than Lights ever played with Dead Larry at a show, but we definitely played the same music festivals. And then I booked you guys in 2011. You played the pre-party of Fall Frolic.
Oh, yeah.
Were you there?
Yes, and something happened at that. We had this old bass player who, hope he's doing good wherever he is in life. But he came to us and was like, yo, I wrote this song, and we made a song called Positive Waves. And one of the homies from Roster McCabe was like, hey, yo, they were like, yo, your bass player stole that from Jamiroquai. And we were like, yeah, right, did he? And they were like, yeah, and he went into all the details about it. And then we're at Fall Frolic before we went on, and we heard our song coming through the speakers, and we're like, they're playing us. Why are they playing us before we go on?
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, this is Jamiroquai. And we're like, oh, man, that one kind of
That's right. I
hurt.
bet it was Alex Steele that said that.
It might have been Alex.
Yeah, because he would know. Because he did the Jamiroquai cover band in Chicago for a while.
Oh.
So he's very familiar with Jamiroquai.
I had a few years where I was into Jamiroquai.
Yeah,
maybe
I
19,
I got into the hits. I haven't really gotten too deep, I guess.
Mhm.
But I'm a fan. I'm sure there are lots of bigger fans than me.
Bigger Jamiroquai
Jamiroquai fans.
I would like to think that there's so many people making music with so many ideas, and ideas are in the collective consciousness, that a lot of people are making songs that sound similar.
Oh, yeah.
But
There's only so many notes and combinations. It's a lot, but, there's only so many that sound, attractive to your ears,
Mm-hmm. Maybe it was just the bass line that the bass player recycled, but it kind of leads the song. So that's,
Right.
We kind of cringe when we hear it. But it is what it is.
That's funny. Yeah, well, at least you left before that festival got raided by the cops.
Ah, they came in like a SWAT team or what?
Yeah, there's I don't know, it wasn't like a SWAT team, but there's definitely 11 cop cars that came in on this 300 person festival and arrested the landowner and the festival organizer, which were the two people in charge more than me. So as soon as they got arrested, I was in charge. But they let the festival keep going because I told them that if they stopped the festival, you just have a bunch of drunk people driving away. So they just let the event play out.
Did you not have the correct permits?
I do not think they had the correct permits. No, I was just helping. The actual festival organization was not me. Galactic Get Down gets all the right permits.
All the right permits.
We are legal AF.
Can you see the comments?
Oh, can I see the comments? Hey, so Fall Frolic. Who doesn't love Big Zach? Hey, thank you for doing your speak thing. Everybody likes that. That video has hundreds of thousands of views. Big love to Big Zach from the Sierra Mountains in Tahoe.
Oh, wait.
From Edward Anderson.
Oh, that's my man's.
Nice.
That's my man's. Yep.
And
Ed just had another baby.
Oh, congrats, Ed.
And Ed, you know what I'm saying? He was a good role model for me because he had made it well into his 40s with no kids. And I thought, yep, it can be done. You know what I'm saying? And then he started dropping seeds at 40-something years old. I was like, man, so I'm still not out the ring completely.
Oh, no. No, not necessarily.
Word.
I got to swim in Lake Tahoe this summer, which was pretty fresh. Have any of you guys ever been to Lake Tahoe?
Oh, I've driven right by it. I never really stopped in Tahoe.
It's fly. It's I don't know how all the laws are now, but it's like half of Tahoe is in California, the other half's in Nevada.
Yeah.
So like on one side of the street you can smoke weed, and the other side of the street you can have a beer, but not vice versa.
That's funny.
Hope Ed's doing good.
Yeah, Ed says LOL.
LOL.
Oh, Mankato loves you, Zach. Fall Frolic was fun. Oh, that was my wife. Fall Frolic was fun. Fall Frolic was fun. You know, it just... And I miss Hayden Acres Farm, too, you know. But, you know, I like to think that the evolution of me with music festivals kind of keeps the same vibe. And we all miss Bill Hurts very much. He was a big influencer on me in my festival life.
Did he pass away?
He passed away, yeah.
Who was in charge of Fall Frolic?
Yeah, he was in Hidden Acres for years before I was involved.
How many years did Fall Frolic go on before they shut it down?
I think Fall Frolic like 3. Yeah, 3 times. Or maybe 4. Because we got booked for it in 2008.
Oh, Ed said weed is legal in Nevada now.
Yeah.
I should have known that. That's probably
it's legal
out.
in like Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Montana.
Nevada probably used to be no tolerance, even though they had like Vegas and everything.
Yeah.
All the recreational states are all in the same banking region. Coincidentally.
Weird.
Maybe Nevada wasn't a no tolerance state. Cause
I don't know.
Vegas, huh?
There's not much in Nevada.
There's Reno.
There's Reno,
and there's
Vegas, Tahoe, and then Burning Man. Those are the biggest cities.
You guys know little homegirl Michaela? She's from the Useful Jenkins crew.
Yeah, Mick.
Yeah, she works at the YMCA that I go to, and she went to Burning Man, and her stories were fantastic. Have you been there, Angela?
No. But she told us all about it. God damn it, Jason.
It's fine.
That's the wizard cat?
That's the wizard cat, yeah. If he comes back, I'll show everyone our gigantic. We have gigantic cats here.
This just to him.
They're gigantic cats here. They're both part Maine Coon, so they're just really big. They're not unhealthy. I mean, they're old, but they're not unhealthy.
Mine might be.
So, as we're sort of.
Oh, Ed says yes. It was a no tolerance state.
Oh, it was.
So they were a no tolerance state, but they had Vegas.
Yeah, which is pretty tolerant of, many lifestyle choices. Gambling and prostitution, just fine. Weed, just recently okay. Our country is interesting. I try not to get too political on this show. I'm sure someday I'll have a political guest. I would like to. I've been watching a lot of talk show hosts kind of like have political guests on, but then like not get too crazy. But even Jimmy Fallon is super political, and he's like a bubblegum pop machine,
He's so cute.
Anyway, so I think you should do your thing.
All right. I'm gonna do a piece here called.
I'm gonna move this so it's like right artistically. There we go.
It's gonna be called New Flow Dope One. It's kind of long, but I want to record it. Thanks to Joe for letting me record it here, just kind of to prove that I can do it all in one take before we release it in audio form. I guess it's me battling myself in the mirror, maybe battling hip hop, explaining what hip hop means to me at my age and understanding. Like I'll be like, please educate all children equally. Infinitely, 8th grade, my favorite classes would have been when Kill Death and Mess used to take me tagging. MAS crew, old Minneapolis, Lake Street, streetlights, whole city seen as canvases quickly. Write one word individual, together we move through the night as invisible criminals. Maybe our hoodies were like magical cloaks, where I discovered an early definition of dope. So many stories where police gave chase, so to make my escape, I ran on stage at the talent show in front of like 2,000 high school kids trying to rap without mic control. Skills grow slow, though I go higher. I was out there handing out hand-drawn flyers. When we would put the party anywhere you want it, even if the place was haunted. Beats go bump in the night. The DJ is a ghost, and the way she moved to the music redefined my definition of dope. I wrote about her for weeks, back when the rhyme books were like diaries.
Headspin, headshot history, homework. I did not grow towards the rich rappers rocking ice at the price of a child's arm in an African village. I'm like, how many humans bump that type of rap? Then we'll go on a Facebook rant about what white privilege is. There are walls being built between us. It's like I can see the separation. I can see that some want segregation. It's bug. I can feel it through the fuzz. It makes me want to take drugs and pretend to be Jesus. If the lyrics we like to listen to glorify the big pimp juice pimping, which by literal definition glorifies exploiting women in the sex trade, on the next page, are we going to complain when the rich pimp the poor? When morally those two games would sit on the same board. Think in more dimensions than four, or feel free to wonder what I mean by that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna beam back in the flicker. It was like a few years back. I followed some festival friends out to Colorado for a Red Rocks adventure, and this rager Chicago EDM white boy asked me, Big Zach, I don't get it, man. What type of rap do you like? Maybe he felt I wasn't feeling all the gangster beats he was bumping, so I said something like, I really dug the song Dear Mama. I had a teenage girlfriend on a feminist kick, and she really put that song in a nice light for me. And of course, Hypnotize used to hit at the parties we threw, so I do not want to argue with you or the popular statement, but Biggie and Pac, they were never my favorites. At the city barbershops, we debate who's greatest, and I'm lounging on a lake listening to Useful Jenkins like Speak my degrees with the breeze, sun, water, and trees, outer space stars we see. I went from a wannabe to the illest in my element with skills still developing a very advanced vision. Hip-hop, superhero, psychedelic science fiction. Like 3 weeks ago, me and my sister just got back from Europe. It was amazing, storyline curving like cursive, writing this life with a more than lights laser. And 7 months back with John Wayne, I was feeling felt sun rays in Asia. Touching one world ocean, I felt my family function. Through growth, grace, gratitude to the sun, and praise to the planet for all she provides. Orbiting my mother brought me back over south side, hopping on a light rail train in some light rain. On the west bank by the bike lane. Below a two-party political puppet show, I sit across from 3 young girls sucked in their phones. And they're listening to rap. I can hear them rapping along like something, something, something. To my ear, I hear derogatory terms for women which sound disgusting. I wonder when that music is memorized within their minds if they're desensitized to being objectified. So I pray we evolve. Naoto, you heard a Starship Enterprise enter my eyes, follow a few of my senses. Off the train, we're moving through downtown now. Half a block walk, I passed a bunch of black kids in their headphones reciting raps, claiming to be savage and bragging about killing other black kids. And if that music ever influenced them to reenact it, that shit is on sad, tragic, and ass backwards. Though I know that there's a lot of factors. There are many moving pieces. So as the city rush hour moves around me, I transfer to the BUS. I just sit in the back seat, zoning my own phone, showing a world where everyone is trying to make sense out of Kanye West. If it's trending or relevant, it tends to insult my intelligence. So my thumbs start to write a little Facebook post about how them young women on the train and them young men I walk by in the rain probably have a different definition of dope than I do from my view out the bus window back to the screen of my phone. The new world is looking like a Twilight Zone, Black Mirror madness, social network status on a planet, drowning in plastic fragments. We got millions and millions of kids who all want to be rappers. And they're all turning up and tattooing their faces because maybe they used to move you out of the matrix, but it became the new basics. So riddle me this, is everything that you see on a screen technically entertainment? Question mark. Bart Simpson woke up and he looked at his screen. Not after the age of Ultron, not before I would have been 14, would have been when my family first caught me freestyling in my room, or trying to rap out loud. I think my older brother said he thought I was losing my mind. I'm lost here, so I'm gonna pull in a second opinion. My brother Itaro Ikeroke, aka Jimmy Jump, aka Fat Cat, aka the kid who started the rap group Cancer in South Minneapolis in 1995. He grew up in Whittier. We went to grade school together and high school together. And growing up, Itaro always claimed his parents were from Nigeria, though secretly I always wondered if they were from Wakanda because we were comic book kids. Oh, Joe, he went to school for screenwriting, so I'm praying he can bring my books to life like the Infinity Gauntlet. I got hit up by Taro after the last Avengers movie came out so we could break down how awesome it was for like an hour. And after that, the conversation moved to modern America. And Charles was like, dude, look at the last 4 years. Look at the last 5 years. The revolution was televised, and it didn't work. I don't know. I don't know if I completely understand what Ataro is saying, but I think he's saying, like, if you have 1,000 people in a protest, if you have 1,000 people in protest, and 950 of them have their phones out, and they're on Instagram, and they're on Snapchat, and they're going Facebook Live, and they're taking profile pictures of themselves at the protest, and they can't help it because they're human. So the numbers of the likes and the views and the followers are releasing these little endorphins in their brain, making them feel some sort of fame. Is that the right usage of energy for the purpose of the protest? Maybe Ataro was trying to say we need more militant, sophisticated solutions. Because if Bart Simpson saw the televised revolution, went to a school and did a mass shooting, then again we'd have dead kids and no answers. And the news will spin it all into an argument. Like, what's wrong with the kids? Is it the war in Iraq? Is it the gangster rap? Is it the violent video games? Or is it, I don't know, obviously all of it, all the while giving the dude who did it hella fame. I mean, I can drop it in lame bars. Why do we feed energy to things that glorify guns? Why are little kids in the street playing with toy shooters for fun? Being ocean owl wise and woke is what I'm currently considering to be dope. Filtering out nonstop noise and nonsense while comprehending new concepts in a world that is constantly growing more complex with constant content being given to Google. Are we in the last days? Trace, dos, uno. Moving through a concrete jungle, drum and bass. Fan my face from the climate change. Can scientists explain how apes became human? We're not listening to lyrics and music that make us stupid. Feel your way through it when hip-hop taught us choose a weapon. So, for some sun cycles, I battled using traditional methods. Until I rose to a place where I only race my reflection. Choose to improve through the style I master. Now we will slow down and allow the world to catch up with cancer. Look myself in the eye, stimulate light and matter, breathe. Chance York taught me this. He said, breathe. And then balance. Level up, player. Challenge. On these beats, we speak spells. The whole planet is organic magic. It's like I'm moving through a new scene. My halo is a mood ring in a cool green blue beam of light. My vision is improving. I can phase through any obstacle. Tosh targets in the water, though, as blooms of moon jellyfish attract women with the elegant elements. Intelligence and fly energy. Do our minds design destiny? This is an advanced vibration. You communicate with crystals. My whole way of life is to be on bright as a neon light or a million missiles. No fallout that won't hit you. No, just visual. I would be invisible inside a music video. I guess I prefer not to project an appearance. I am a psychedelic spirit living in lyrics. Moving through the music and the moments. 4-4, I am a forward mover. When you look me in the eye, I am 4 minutes in the future. Actually, I'm 15 seconds in the future because that's the delay on the Joe show that's going to the internet right now. Come find me.
Oh, nice. Wow. So was that, I mean, you ad-libbed some stuff. Was that like almost all prepared? That's a lot of stuff to say.
It's just words, you know. It's just a lot of words.
I love it.
You just got to put them in order.
Yeah. One and then another.
Yep.
Well.
Is that the end of the show?
Just about. Now we just say thanks for watching. And this is my wonderful guest, Big Zach. You can catch him this weekend at Oktoberfest. He's the MC.
Oh, yeah.
Did you want to talk about anything else?
Yeah, it looks like Axel Foley. He gave a shout out, and he was the other video we would have played. He's got this fly video, Axel Foley intermission. It was fly. I was at his birthday party, but I didn't get behind the camera. It was a little fun time.
Nice.
Your wife's trying to signal you.
What? Oh, yeah, my wife wants me to show you Gandalf. Hold on. Gotta get him camera ready. Oh. Here he is, folks. Gandalf, the cat. Where's it?
What's up, bro?
He's a big one.
He's a little large. He's very nice.
He's pretty chill.
He's pretty chill. Gandalf the White. Gandalf McNugget. All white meat, as my wife would say. There he goes. He doesn't like that. He's tolerant, though. So, let's see.
Okay.
Oktoberfest? What?
Oktoberfest.
Go to that.
This weekend.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yep, I think I'm gonna Axel, if you're listening, because I see you giving a shout out. Mike Martyr, who produced this song for me, was like, "Hey, you should go to Oktoberfest and film a video for it." He was like, "Let's do it, boom, boom." But Mike can't get out of work, and then Sophia Ayers is throwing him a birthday party that he can't be there for. So I'm gonna film this video. But Axel, when I get back, we're gonna do all the ads. You're gonna jump into it. It's gonna be fun. If that made any sense, I don't know if that made sense.
So you're gonna record a video at Oktoberfest?
We're gonna record some of it, then we're gonna go to Axel's house and go in his bedroom and put some lights up and have some weird stuff happen. It's gonna be fun. You'll be invited. Bring the cat.
Nah, I'll bring the cats. So, yeah, Oktoberfest. Zach's hosting. I'm playing 2 sets. So be there this weekend.
And your sets are tomorrow, Saturday.
Yep, tomorrow Smokin Joe plays from 7:30 to 8:30, and then Saturday Dead Larry plays from 3 to 4:30.
Do you have any suggestions for people who have never been to Oktoberfest, what they should be ready for?
Just bring layers, and then extra money for firewood, because fires are essential at these ones. You can pretty much camp anywhere. There's it's not like it's empty, but you have a lot more room than at your massive Harmony Park festival. So expect it's really chill. There's a lot of professional festival goers, a lot of people that have been doing this for a decade. So that's really fun. So if you're going to Harmony Park for the first time at Oktoberfest, it's a nice introduction. I mean, it's just really cold. For me, I'm a tiny person. I get really cold. I'd rather it be 100 degrees than 50 degrees, but that's just me.
Let's just say it's gonna be chilly.
It'll be chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna snow or anything.
Were you there the year it snowed?
I was not there the year it snowed.
I brought my mom. She was like, "This is what a music festival is." I was like, "Yep, Mom." Go in the tent.
Yeah, my mom's first, festival of the kind that we know was Galactic Get Down this year.
Oh, your mom was at Galactic?
She was there for the Saturday. My dad was there the whole time.
And he partied.
And my dad, is more in the festival vibe, but my mom was very supportive. She's really cool.
They both had a good time?
Yeah. Oh, totally. We had done it a couple years already, so it was kind of nice, like the 3rd year in, be like, "Hey, it's impressive, right?" Because they hadn't seen it grow, so it's fun. It's fun. It's fun for me, to show my parents.
Don't give away all our secrets.
Huh?
I said, don't give away all the secrets.
The Galactic Get Down secrets. The secrets that make Galactic Get Down so.
Cool.
It's always been cool. It just hasn't always been as large. That's all.
Yeah.
We're growing. We're working on dates for next year. We're at the same venue, and we will let everyone know as soon as we can, all that we can about the Galactic Get Down. But all right, now I can go to the Heatbox shout out. Heatbox, his interactive game show. I don't know when it's coming back because his baby is still very much a baby, but
16 years.
When he does come back, he will be, I'm assuming, on Tuesday nights again from his basement, live on twitch.com/Heatbox64. He was the inspiration of this show, because if Heatbox can have a game show, then I can have a talk show.
Oh. So we're in the same lane as Heatbox right now.
Yeah, and that one guy does a show on Mondays as well, where he just kind of sits in his van and makes trippy noises. Radio one guy.
He was at Galactic Get Down.
Yep.
I appreciate you hiring me to host the last 2 years. I felt I did a pretty good job this year. I felt like I was in tune with things. I went to the one guy and I was like, "I don't feel like I should introduce you. You should just be like, do something." And he was like, "Yeah, I got an idea." Were you there back then?
Yeah, I think I was there.
That was. I felt like it was genius how he came on. It was so smooth. It was
he's really good at that, like, build to his like actual set.
Yeah.
Like, he has a nice intro, I feel.
Are we kind of talking until we end with like a real good joke that we can?
I don't know. Well, I have other news. I have one more news. Next week, Olivia Quintanilla. She's been on the show a bunch of times, but she's getting her own episode. She's gonna get her own episode. We're gonna bring her on. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna play some Olivia songs because Olivia is also a songwriter. If you all didn't know, and she shreds the cello, teaches cello and violin, but she also is a songwriter. So we're gonna get together and play some of her songs and hang out.
Cello monopoly going on.
Yeah.
Man, everything she does is pretty fly.
Yeah, everything she does is great. And she really, and she's a wonderful person. She's been over to this apartment a million times. Yeah, but I guess I don't really have a good joke, but I think that's all we have to say. If there's any.
How does space planet party?
No, I'm not doing. Anyway,
We're not gonna tell her. She had a joke.
I know, but it's just how does space plan a party or how?
Organize. How
Or
do they organize?
oh man, yeah, how does space organize a party?
Space or Space Monkey Mafia?
Either.
Oi, oi, oi!
What's the answer?
Space organizes the best parties because they plan it.
Boom.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us at the Smokin' Joe Show. Back at the apartment with Big Zach. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Share this video. Tell your friends. And we'll see you out at Harmony Park this weekend or in the future sometime. And I will play us out.
Because I'm with you through thick and thin. Whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do. Just know that I love you. Whoa. Oh, I love you. Sometimes you got trouble. So many troubles. They're getting you down. But you don't have to worry about your troubles no more, 'cause well, I'll always be around, because I'm with you through thick and thin. Whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do. Just know that I love you. Oh, whoa. I love you.